Okay. I think I'm about to continue the stream. Yeah, should be live now. Okay, let's just wait a few moments before we start, or rather we continue with my run from yesterday. In the meantime, I've actually played a little bit with Iceland, and I did not summon the parliament. I kind of forgot about it, and that really cost me. Okay. Let's load it up. There was a minor update, and you can actually preload the game now. If you pre-order the game, you also get you also get 204 tracks from the official soundtrack. So you basically get the official soundtrack. In my Iceland game, I noticed there was one problem with the peasants not starting to work in a fishing village. I don't know why. Once again, going to record for YouTube. Game is paused, very good. Kingdom of Sweden. And one thing I noticed also, thinking about it, the debt is hitting us really hard. Okay, let me just quickly... I'm not sure the going for the trade office network was really a good idea. And we definitely need to build more markets, places. I learned that in my Iceland gameplay, and in order to then trade more. Okay, but let's start recording now. Hello gamers, and welcome back to my learning run with Sweden. Okay, let's check out what we actually want to do. We need gold. How's the trading situation? We've used up all our trading capacity. It says we are lacking gold, so actually let's cancel this more inefficient trade route and let's get some gold. One thing also noticed, I really need to learn suggested imports for profit. There's gold here as well, good. I need to learn the interesting shift, alt. With alt I can do smaller increments, okay. Let's just go for maximum of gold. And let's unpause. Let's dare it. Rebellious estates, Adel standard. We can close this. Possible rivals. We can have one more country as a rival. And yeah, someone has tuned in. Thanks a lot for watching. In my learning Let's Play with Sweden. It's not a tutorial. Hope something good. So this is also bad because with the happiness and stuff. But let's increase the speed a little bit and see what we can do. I actually think I'm going to automate the taxes, because what this will do is it will keep a certain minimum happiness and otherwise tax like the maximum. As you can deactivate automation. Yeah, well, okay. So I think this is really good because otherwise it's micromanagement and you would do it manually, theoretically speaking, but then realistically speaking, you won't because it's just too much. RGOs missing, employees, that's quite a few of employees missing. One thing I also noticed, the estates are actually also building buildings. We don't see it here right now. We will need to apostolic tax. We will need to remove some of the stuff that gives them power. We only have 10% crown power, kronan, or estate power, crown. That's obviously not so good. And here you can see, again, they actually have an income that can be taxed, and they also have a certain amount of money. For example, they have 279 ducats. We have research devotion to the Virgin Mary, which gives us the following benefits: stability, investment. That's good. Let's just press OK and do... Okay, we've already got research activated, follow-up research, so that's good. Now we gain a bit more. We need to work on our trade income. Let's do a little bit more with control. So in this area, we need to get market villages. They also actually provide a substantial income, and they also give us trade capacity. So this is really important. So basically my start with Sweden was pretty poor actually. Okay, and there was something built here. The Protestant are meant to be incorruptible. Let's cleanse it. That makes them unhappy. Or ignore it for share of profit. Let's ignore it for share of profit. They also like us more. We need to be liked because otherwise, this is their power, their relative power, based on rights. Oh, we need to pause quickly. Too much is happening. Because of their power and their population and their how's it called again? Privileges. It appears that Crown Prince Sigurd gained the ambitious trait. That's good. So he's got education, okay. It seems that the Swedish nobles are behind creating a civil war. Let's hope we can prevent it. What's here? Possible religious actions. Plastitum regium. What is that? The Pope has meddled in the affairs of our country for far too long. The authority of the crown should not bend its knee before the papal seat. The papal bull will only be in effect when our government gives its approval. We would lose religious influence, so presumably we buy this with our religious influence. Our Protestant lose state satisfaction, and King Magnus gains enacted placitum regium. Huh. Papal bull. Yeah, I'm not going to do that right now. I'm actually not sure what it does. We lose influence and our Protestant lose satisfaction. But it seems to me they also lose influence. But let's wait with that. Heir can have better education. Yeah, let's have him better education. Let's change the education to administrative education. Incompetent ruler we can't change. We can change that. Unhappy estates is a problem. Rebel movements, not too much, luckily. Pops with needs. In all our three markets, we've got a problem. Root, furniture, fine cloth, rice. And we actually need coal. More coal. Now our income has increased quite considerably. And we will need to pay back debt. We still have enough food. That's a bit too fast, maybe. Risk starving provinces. Okay, there's actually the Swedish rebel army. That's why they are suddenly happy. Occupation of Nökping. So we need to raise our levies. Can we choose where? Let's raise them here. All of them. Raise all levies, yeah, that's what I want to do. How long is that going to take? We shall see. Okay, they are raised like everywhere. This is going to take some time. Almost profitable. Let's close this. All of these territories are basically trying to split off. So I will have my first fights. Can you move? Let's gather our troops here if we can. Okay. Let's give them a leader. Naval damage taken is reduced. I want the highest possible combat damage. This guy seems very capable. We need to take him. He's an admiral, but we don't have... maybe this guy? Army movement, no. Let's go for this one. He has the best stats. Can we appoint him? Why can I not? Okay, they're already fighting, I see. So we need to appoint him. Send the troops in. I'm being attacked here as well. Swedish nobles have lost. And obviously we lost manpower. And that means our peasants. When are you going to arrive? Too late to save a lot of them. So let's actually have them go here, here. Sweden F1, that's good. But obviously we lost too many men. No, you go down here. You go down here. And you go across here. Let's speed things up a little bit. It's interesting that the troops are constantly moving and there's not just an arrow. We can always change the formation. Let's actually give them a general. This one. You can maybe deal with them. These guys I want to merge. How can I do that? Can I do it at all? We shall see. What the hell are you? Where the hell are you going? Attach to unit. I don't want to attach them. Merge to strongest unit. There we go. We need more troops to occupy. Now this should be a success, but it looks bad somehow. Swedish nobles have lost. Okay, good. Formation. Okay, and you can maybe start occupying. What's their capital? It's down here, okay. You can maybe occupy something up there. Levy's lost to attrition, that's bad. What I'm missing is like a big war screen, it's just hidden up here. And if there's like a war you can intervene in, it's also up there. Merge to strongest unit. And let's send them up here. We're going to send them this way. Is there like a military view, maybe? Tactical? Supply, military access. Let's stick to the tactical one. And see what we can do here. We're about to occupy it. Is this actually occupied? No, I don't think so. Oh, that's bad. This bee is actually being occupied. Go to location. Is Kalmar the capital? Let me check again. Swedish nobles. What's your capital? Where's your capital, my friends? Go to capital. Is there something like go to capital? Not sure. Have we occupied it? I think we might have, because Kingdom of Sweden. Swedish nobles. Okay. So let's go and occupy this. Here we don't have line of sight. I think we are going to attack them. Should be possible. No, let's occupy this first. Maybe it lures them out. Let's actually go there. They are starving a bit. They have attrition. We can also attach a dude. That might give us the edge. There are some Swedish nobles in here. Where the hell are they going to? Okay, they are still here. Okay. Okay, this fight was not our best fight ever. At least we got some experience and prestige. Well, only experience actually. A lot of casualties. Can we get rid of them? Kind of like send them home. Now we've occupied this, and now they're going to the forest. Let's attack this settlement then. Policy enacted. Establish seniority. you are going to merge. You're going to get into here. I've just got my core land still, but a lot of territory is actually lost. Are we occupying? Are you still moving? How long is this going to take? 22 days for the next phase. So this is going to take a while. This is looking good. Is this morale? Yes, it's morale. Okay. So they lost quite a lot of troops. Good. But actually not so good because it's our own Swedish brethren. We're going to occupy this. They do have a navy and we don't. Can we get a navy? I just want these. Okay. Let's see where it jumps to. They're actually leaving the island now. It's good for me. 2 days left. What's going to happen? Supply shortage. This is going to take a while. I wonder if we could call in Scania. We've honored our treaties, good. But there was no notification to call them in, I think. Let's make things move a little bit faster again. Problem is this will all devastate the territory, I think. Where are the Scanian troops? We need them. There will be like 0 navies and 0 armies. At least for now. For minus 49%. Still minus 42. This is not good. Now this is our first navy. We've already used up all our good naval officers. Let's use this gentleman. We need to get their morale up. I think this might help. Swedish nobles have lost. Oh, their main army actually attacked us and we defended well. good. Okay, there's Scania with a tremendous force, actually. I wonder if we can give them like an order, what we want them to do. Let's get rid of the troublemakers. I don't think so. At least I can't see it. Influence subject actions. No. Now they are trying to occupy our territory up here. We're going to try to stop them as they come. And there's no clearly visible war score. So I think this is an interface flaw. I think it's a flaw that is shown here. It's too hidden. And it's basically the same as the wars you can intervene in. Hi, OP10. What's the most important in-game? Converting or assimilation? I'm still only 10 hours in, but I think you will want them to assimilate them to your culture. I think that might be more important, but you have the problem that, let me show you just 1 second. On behalf of Sweden, that's good. Okay, you have to consider that, let me check. You've got this new control system. So currently I'm unfortunately in a civil war, but the further away you are from your capital, and then it depends if you have roads and what type of roads and whatnot for connections, you hardly have any control. So we only get like 90% of the taxable income here, if all these states like us. So blobbing is not that easy. So I think predominantly you will try to you will first subjugate new territories and then assimilate them later on. Down here is the map modes. I will always try to look at the chat. It's on the second screen. So tactical is this one. Okay, now Norway is helping out. This is going to be ours in no time. Their main army is here, that's good. So our smaller force can work up there. And I think as soon as Kalmar falls, we have a good chance of winning. But is there like a war score? 6 defenders, 1 attacker. Enemy participation, stability. Request food access from Norway. Yes, we accept it. Maybe I should have gone for the enemy army first instead of Kalmar. Kalmar is ours. Let me quickly pause. So taking out loans is really bad. We can repay some of them now. Oh. The interest is quite hurting. Let's repay another loan. And the other loans we need to, unfortunately, extend. I thought I can, boost my economy a bit with loans as well to invest into buildings, but that's not the way. Let's go after them now. We need to crush them with this army. Okay, he's heading home. Also from Livonia. We won this battle, killing our peasants in the process. Let's hunt them. This should be an easy victory. And here you can see the estates are now building a Jeweler's Guild. A Alsatian official Walter Milke arrived. We must listen. He ain't that great. We must listen. Let's get a new guy. Let's get this one. Actually, this guy needs to increase control. And this guy with his military skill, he needs to stabilize the country. More research done. I need to do the trade. Now, let's see. Suggested for profit. Let's do that. And let's go for building needs as well. We need coal. And we need the parliament to meet. Let's meet the meeting in Stockholm. Increase ties to neighbors. We gain 5 diplomats. Swedish nobles gains opinion of Sweden. King of Norway gains opinion. There's a good chance that this actually goes through. While the issue is being debated, fortification works, reduces maintenance. That's actually good. This will be good for money. Can I automate this army? I think you can automate the army. I want it to automatically auto-refill, disband. Okay, there's the disband actually. Yeah, I'm not sure where to do that. I would love it to automatically siege provinces. Okay, these guys will do it for us here. When are they going to give up? We've lost so many peasants already. It doesn't seem to be like a war score as such. I didn't, read all the death diaries and stuff, so I just wanted to get the like a first-time experience. Okay. Here they are building the Jewelers Guild in Stockholm with their own money. That's really good because it's now here and we can see it. I think here using gold-based jewelry or amber, and I think I've automated that. Spiritualist. We can do with some more legitimacy. Town demand seat in Reichstag. Let's check that out in a second. I first want to send them here. The town of Visby has grown rich and prosperous, and the people are disappointed that they have not been chosen as the seat of the current Reichstag. The representatives of Visby demand compensation and a guarantee from us securing their interests in the future. We would gain a lot of support, and they gain one urban parliamentary seat. What does that mean? Is that like a building, I think? For 50 gold. Let's grant them. Is there the seat somewhere? It didn't cost us money. There's a temple. How do I automate the armies? In the automation panel? Research, government reforms, cabinet, parliament, estates. Exploration colonies, army construction, navy construction, replace generals. No, that's not it. Accept members in scandal, let it slide, or arrest them. Let's arrest them. We have enough bonus already. It's a good chance that it gets through. Can I negotiate with them? There are no diplomatic actions, okay. Now we hardly have any coin left. Also, one thing that's really cool is, in winter when I played with Iceland, when you get a severe winter condition, then, they don't stop building. And now they are sieging down the stuff over there, that's good. And let's send this here. Now the Reichstag agrees, they've decided to promote castle works. That makes, here you can see it makes our castles look cheaper. They're currently fully maintained, which obviously costs us as well. And apparently they all have attached to us. Attachment allowed, yeah. We could disallow it, but... I don't want them to walk around all the way. Can I not just ship them? Get on the boats. It's fishing boats, actually. Go there, and then we can launch an invasion, I hope. Can I not have them disembark here? Can I have them disembark here? Okay, I can't disembark on unfriendly territory. I suffer attrition. Got that back. I think there must be some like a fort level 2, provincial food, Kalmar. Is there something like it's been robbed or something? Harbor capacity, interesting. Okay, we can trade more. Let's get more gold. It's also good for minting. Loan taken over. We are now paying interest to the Bank of Peruzzi. This is one of the nations in apostrophes that you can play that don't have territory. The banks and the Hansa. The Black Death. Oh no, we have now researched Master Masons, which give us the following benefit: construction speed. Fantastic. There are now 5 viewers already. That's really cool. Thanks a lot. That's much appreciated. I always try to look in the chat once in a while to answer questions if there are any questions or if you want to see a specific menu. This is not a tutorial, it's just, me learning the game. And we will see how this ends. My first war ever. Unfortunately, a civil war. There's no... I don't see anything like a... Is that the war score? There's an enthusiasm. Abo is not occupied, so we should actually occupy Abo. I think this is one of those territories. With the castle. This should be Abo, right? Yeah. We are on our way. Now let's actually disallow attachments. And see if they, maybe attack up here. Let's go to Abo. Kinokan research. Let's go for institution growth. Oh no, let's go for a monthly army tradition. Experience of the Baltic Crusades, sending our finest knights and nobles to the heathens areas of the Baltic or Mediterranean seas, has a long tradition in our country. We will both fulfill the good work of Christ in bringing the faith to the unenlightened, and additionally, we will gain experienced commanders for our armies. Good. Let's queue something. Let's also queue the Catholic pilgrims. Okay, this won't fall just yet. Let's send this here. And our army as well. Okay, we're not occupying this any longer. After nearly a year. Still 49%. What can we see here? So this is the siege. It's like fortifications -2. Siege accumulation, and that's the dice roll. Cabinet cooperation. Our humanist policies have reduced jealousy between our advisors since they can no longer play on the religious and ethnic divisions within the country. Everyone is working for a state that they have faith in, and there's trust in the cabinet. Sharing is caring. We gain legitimacy and prestige, which is really good because we have a really shy ruler. It's not really improving that much. He actually got worse. Because he did get another nasty trait. I think embezzler. Loan taking over. We're now paying to the Bank of Peruzzi. And here you can see in the balance sheet, we're paying 2.2 interest. That's a lot. I wonder if we could take over loans and benefit from interest. Now, how can we attach you to the ship? Is that possible? Scorch Earth? Is there like attached to ship? Can't see it. Can you see it? Loan taking over. We will just have to walk them on the sea. Or maybe up here embarking. Look at that. The army requires 650 transport capacity and they offer us 800. So that's actually good. Let's send the ship back. I want to try that again. Okay. Guild before country. When aristocrats warned us of the secret societies that had supposedly infiltrated Swedish politics, we chose not to listen. They predicted that we might very well pay with our lives. When this conspiracy turned against us, nothing quite so dramatic has happened, but one of our close advisors, Karl Algotsson, has made some very dubious decisions lately. Let's try to defuse the situation, actually. Okay, now let's see if we can embark them. Yes, we can. There was the button. Fantastic. And we need to go here. There's, I guess, no invasion button. But we'll see. There must be some sort of invasion option. That was quick. You go here. They're coming the land way. Create colonial charter. Oh, what does that? Oh, that's interesting. Monthly maintenance is 0. Will attract pops to the location in a province over time and eventually give us ownership of all the territory. That's very interesting. But it's a bit too expensive for now. Let's merge the troops. They have a bonus for if this port, yeah, if this is a port and it's not blockaded, then there's a -1 to the siege progress. Okay, we need to blockade the port as per usual. We are kind of blockading it. Why is there still -1? Maybe it needs another tick or so. And there's no like clear indication like in EU4 that shows me that I'm blockading it. Or am I not blockading it? I should be blockading it from this. after occupying this, everything should be fine. Let's go for profit and get... Let's actually go for population needs a little bit. What do they need here? Pearls. Fine clothes. Cloths, rather. And we still have some capacity. More gold. There was a tick and this is still not blockading. I don't know why that is. I'm going to take a screenshot. Maybe it's a bug. Experience of the Baltic Crusades, we've got it. Good. A son is born. Valdemar, that can stay. Suggested food imports. Yeah, let's get some from Novgorod. What can we do? The Black Death is really problematic. Yeah, we've got that back. And I will... Attachment is not allowed. We will go to here with them, to Viborg, and hope that the others try to take this back. And we can actually now build... Let's take a look at the control map, which is... What's the shortcut for it? Control T. This one is nicely controlled. Is there something we could build here? Lots of peasants. Let's go for the market village. This will be very helpful. Swedish nobles have lost. Yeah, their ships. You go here, land there, get some health ticks. Wily smugglers. Smuggling is an activity that even the most simple-minded can decide to pursue. The only difference... Hi Protoss, how are things going? Are you winning? Well, I did win a son, so it's a second son, but I'm just fighting a civil war now, because I didn't pay enough attention to the states, I think. And... yeah, we need to ignore them here. We don't have the coin. But I'm about to win the civil war also with the help of the second crown Kingdom of Norway and our subject, Scania. But it's time consuming and obviously people die. Okay, they've now surrendered. There we go. And now I've learned a little bit as well from playing... And they spent all levies. From playing with Iceland. It's a good idea to practice playing with something really small. And I really need to focus a bit more on infrastructure. It's a bit more like Victoria 3 in that regard. Terrestrial minorities. Yeah, let's do that. It's dire time of need. So you really need to build that, and then also if you build lots of marketplaces and like market villages and stuff, then you get more trade capacity, and that really helps boost your economy. You wonder why fur is in the food import section. That doesn't really make sense. Now we really need to pay attention. It's a bit counterintuitive that the minus is actually good because it means we are above the resting point or the equilibrium. So things are looking good now. Balance sheet ain't that great. I think it's because we have the full fort maintenance. Let's reduce that a bit. And I would like to try colonizing actually. This would cost us 0.97. Yeah, let's do it. What's the resources up here? Let's check that. Fish, lumber, fish. Nothing too exciting, to be honest. We rule as we see fit. Yeah, we need to rule as we see fit. I don't want to spend coins I don't have. What's this? This control R. Livestock, fish, lumber. Could build here as well, but this would be... Creating the colonial charter actually also costs coin. And then there's a monthly maintenance. Okay, we can't afford that just yet. There are already 9 viewers now. After like an hour, YouTube really picks things up, I think. And the number of viewers increases. Thank you very much. Strain caused by the plague around the rural village in Björke. Angry mob or not, payment is due. During hard times, tax should be lowered, then we lose control. No taxes for anyone suffering. We gain less taxes for commoners for 5 years. But I think that would be good because it gives us a lot of stability. And in turn, the stability increases the state's equilibrium. Okay. We still get some income. And we soon have the market, and then we can also trade more. We need more gold, we need more books. Theoretically, we should try to occupy these here. Medicaments. Lumber, but this is so far away, it won't really help us. I've almost forgotten, because if you look at the control, it's also already only 18 control here. So next step will be more marketplaces. Now we are in a bad spot with regards to this. We also need to start saving some money to pay back some of the debt. Institute a draft. We lose stability. We change. Clean your own properties. Yeah. Put L standard loose. Yeah, we need to do this. Okay. We've got some advanced research. We can research something else. What are we going to research? There's so much research. available. It's incredible. Let's go in the direction of maximum RGO size. And then agriculture. Okay, recently a confraternity has been buying bulk goods in our market to bring into Oreshek. Oddly enough, however, they seem to be buying more goods than their donations should be capable of affording. Forbid the charity from exporting aid. Yeah, let's do that. That's against the medicaments. That's good. And I'm going to stop the YouTube recording now, but the stream will continue. Thanks a lot for watching for YouTube for the VOD. Until then, bye for now. Like I said, the stream will continue with a quick announcement. And here we go again. Hello YouTube, and welcome back to my other next VOD of playing Europa Universalis, trying to learn how to play it with Sweden. We need more coin. We did build the market, but somehow it not to the effect that I had wished for. Let's reduce the diplomatic spending. We don't need that much. I definitely don't want a deficit here. Plague pits. This is really bad with the plague. The terror inflicted upon our people by the deathly grip of the bubonic plague has had a captivating effect on our medical professionals in Gilberg. Pioneers who don robes and gloves are ready to push our medical knowledge to the new heights. The only request is that they be given access to an innumerable number of test subjects from our recently deceased. It gives us prosperity. Let's actually do that. Let's also check out where this Gilberg is, because I want to see the prosperity value. This is the development level. Here you can also see what it affects. The prosperity, among others. Topography and vegetation play into it as well. That's very interesting. Current spread of institutions. Okay, he dies. It brings sad news. He has died at the age of 29. He was one of our ministers. So he was the increasing control minister, which is the administrative skill. Dr. Martin Enrique, not a bad guy, maxed out here. Can we go for him? Oh no, it costs us 12 gold. That's a problem. Let's see what we can do about that. We need to reduce fort maintenance a little bit more, unfortunately. And also diplomatic spending is not needed that much right now. Cabinet cooperation. Sharing is caring. We gain legitimacy and trade. 100% legitimacy is good for our crown power, which is nonetheless only 10.62%. We do have degradation, okay. Catholicism, okay. We do have manpower, thanks to our sergeantry. And And I think this would allow us, theoretically, to recruit regulars. Yeah. We're not going to do it just yet. We don't have quite our total population is completely dwindling. I mean, look at that, the Black Death and this plague are hitting us really hard. We are losing taxpayers and workforce. They are constructing a tall castle. The estates are actually doing it with their money. It's a bit like in Victoria 3. Where's the tall castle? Here. What does it do? We couldn't do it. Possible nobles plus 10. Local nobles food consumption goes up. Default building time market building cost. A small fortification placed in or very close to a road, river, or crossing. Yeah. Okay, doctors and other experts in the field of sanitation have begun to warn that nearly half of the medicaments in our markets are expired or contaminated by filler material meant to increase the net weight sold. These expired goods pose not only a health risk, but could also result in the further spread of the Black Death. Burn the expired medicine, we lose a lot. Allow the medicine to remain. The Borgers tenant will pay for the expired goods. We would lose a lot of trade advantage. We need to use it. Influential preacher. A devout young preacher by the name of Hakan Birgerson has spoken out recently about how great our adherents of teaching. Saint Javier, you will make a fine bishop, and that gives us prestige. I do want the prestige. Fill every hole, seas. The soil must remain arable. Yeah, must remain arable. This depopulation is a real problem. Is there like a health map? Strategy will keep us pious and safe. Self-indulgence will keep us happy and safe. Yeah, let's do that. People it has become clear to us that Consort Blanche de Dampierre is a woman with a heart of gold. Her Royal Highness always does her best to please her husband and treats her friends with unparalleled kindness. During a recent trip to Valcarceri, Consort Blanche saw the suffering of its poorest Bundesstandard with her own eyes. Ever since, she has been drafting a plan to aid her most destitute subjects. In order to make these ideas into reality, however, Consort Blanche needs some funds from the nation's treasury. This would be a lot of satisfaction, actually. It would increase our income, but we would also have to take a debt. So we can't do it. We can trade more, that's good. Is there anything we could or should export? Let's pause. 1.92. 2.95 if we import that, that's even better. Our merchants have begun trading silver. We need to trade more. Can tax them more. Can tax them more. Okay, Scotland declared us their rival. Interesting. Current constructions in Stockholm, a masonry. No, masonry is needed. They're constructing a scriptorium. That's fantastic. I would have liked to build one, but we couldn't due to budget constraints. Aristocracy is fine by me. Quantity instead of quality. It's also fine by me. Okay, we can trade more. Let's go for something really profitable. Food imports. Yeah, let's go for more silver. Still I can... Yeah, some of the trade routes are not really working. I might want to cancel them actually. Let's cancel them now. I mean, they sometimes revive. But we can't count on sometimes. Get more silver from Prague. That's actually quite a lot. But we're still making a deficit. Let's see if it's the same in the next month. No, okay, that's good. We need books. The scriptorium will help. We're still losing population. No, this run dry. This ran dry. Okay, Stockholm, Prague. But it must pick up speed again. We lost. We don't have enough trade advantage. That's bad. Let's change that. Let's go for buying books actually. Population is increasing again. But we had a massive population drop. I mean, look at that. We can't really see like a proper statistic, but what we can see here, we were like at 900,000 and now we're at 500,000. And there's not really much you can do. A little bit decision making here and there, but you can't really tackle the disease, I think. How happy is Norway with us? Let's check this out. King Magnus IV. Well, that's us anyway. We just can't control that. Let's get more gold from Prague. And 5 more days, 4, 3, 2. Gold. think this is sometimes just stuck and doesn't update. There's still the Black Death, unfortunately. We lost 312,000 people. Currently there's no... Oh, we can build disease-resistant buildings, actually. But this is quite expensive. This one is only 50. Yeah, so maybe we could have done something, but we're also very poor. So, yeah, okay, we could have done something. Let's have the next Reichstag in Visby. Sponsor cathedral. Balance the budget. What does that do? If the debate passes, loan of 25 decreases by 12. Let's try that. Monthly inflation is also reduced, which basically means we can increase minting quite a bit. That is lovely. Quite a bit in this case really is quite a bit. Max it out, good. Now this is like a game changer, maybe. Because we can then maybe also increase our trading capabilities. I want more gold. Interesting that it apparently goes into the same stack, which is good. Lots of people are missing, even for the marketplaces. Loan taking over. We're going to get more gold. And here it's consolidated. Fantastic. I like that. We fight the past. Each fights back. Dedication to a more liberal understanding. Okay, Aureshek loses opinion. Not too bad. Not sure where all this unused trade capacity comes from. Let's see, with 11 debts, we are about to be able to pay one back. I'm going to go for all that gold because we are minting that much. We've maxed out minting basically. But now let's go for something else. Let's go for food. No. Population needs. There's no building needs, I think. Let's go for dice. And let's also go for books. We need more books to make people happy. Loan taking over again from one of the banks. And we can actually repay all possible loans. No, I want to take a look. Current loans is right click, okay. Repay international loan, they're all 10%. Month remaining 2. Let's repay this international loan. Let's research codified privileges and duties. Grant privilege cost is reduced. Also, I should not forget that we need to hire someone for our cabinet. Suggested. There's so much stuff always open now. Even like this minor stuff, unprofitable buildings. If I close it and there's a one... Yeah, no, you know, it will just go up again, I think. Let's get more books. And let's get some fruits, because they want fruits. Gold from Prague is not working, that's a problem. We keep that open though. So let's actually try to... Prague is here. Let's actually try to improve our relations with them. Maybe that has some sort of impact. This is not going to get past. Well then, let's go for the cabinet. Let's try to get a dude. He now costs 18. What? It's a steep increase. Rising inflation. Okay, yeah, because this is over, let's scale things back. It was great while it lasted. Let's reduce the cost of the court. For now. Loan taking over. We still have a lot of debt. And there will be no point in conquering anything, because it would be so far away from our control. Proximity. Another loan has been taken over. I think I'd rather want to pay back one loan rather than recruiting the guy. So we're still paying 1.99 interest. $32 is the debt now. Exceptional year. Stability or coin? Let's go for the coin. Because then we can repay loans. And that will help us quite a bit. Now the interest went down to 1.59. That's substantial. Strengthen the throne or publish the knowledge. Let's go for publish the knowledge. We have enough legitimacy. Population needs is basically this. What is that? Is that jewelry? Gems. And the gold is still on hold. That's a huge problem. Let's stop this then. And rather trade for something else, like jewelry. And let's actually try to fulfill the population needs. Even if it is not as profitable, a happy population is also quite valuable, I think. Sold. There we go. Now this is looking good. Black's Death is still available. I could have isolated the country. Huh. Procure remedies. Okay, you can do stuff. We gain procure remedies until the end of the game. We gain +7 and... Okay, let's actually do that. It's still the end of the game. Okay. Should have done that before, but lesson learned. You need to really act when you get an when you get a plague or something and it costs you dearly. Population is increasing now, luckily, but not much. We've now researched mills. Maximum RGO, resource gathering operation size. Fantastic. The honest broker. We are gaining an international reputation as a nation that will respect the interests of all its citizens and defend the rights of others. The rights of others. Our domestic fair dealing is paying off in the neighborhood. That's really interesting. It's a cool event. Okay, we have trade capacity. And too much trade ain't working, actually. Let's get fur from Novgorod. The books from Lübeck are just not working. And Praha, we have a problem as well. Let's try this one. Let's go more for Novgorod. In praise of scribes, the craft of transcribing text is a difficult and usually thankless task. However, the scriptorium in Stockholm has received praise from an abbot who lauds the scribes with the following praise: the dedicated scribe, the object of our treatise, will never fail to praise God, give pleasure to angels, strengthen the just, convert sinners, commend the humble, confirm the good, confound the proud, and rebuke the stubborn. We gain +10 religious influence, or give them satisfaction. Let's give them satisfaction. Autonomous villages, access to royal. Could I revoke this? Huh. Partial heat, maximum in rural. Peasant food consumption goes down. No labor on Sunday. I wonder. Okay, this is stuff they don't have. What they do have is enforced religious unity and religious literacy rights. That's actually good. Progress to quality and discipline, that's okay. Efficiency of our cabinet is also good. Fort limit. This is not so good. Fortification licenses. I don't want to be decentralized. I mean, revoking this would cost us 185 stability. There's no way we're going to do that anytime soon. What we could do is pay back a debt. Oh, Vladimir doesn't like us. But we could also build a marketplace. There's no marketplace here. Okay, we need to save up a little bit more, one more month. And then we can start building the market village. This gives possible soldiers, interesting. Here we are maxed out, by the way. Our theologians are complaining that not enough money is invested in missionary activities. Our current missionaries are hardly enough to convert the whole population of Birken, for instance. No, it's more than enough. I don't want to spend money. I want to spend my money on the market village. There we go. And we should start building roads as well. Shift for the hint. Open with hint. Okay, your pops will join. How can I make them happy? That's the literacy, that's the access to goods. They lack a little bit furniture and rice. We don't tolerate them. They don't have furniture and rice. Fair laws embraced by all. We gain fair laws. The state satisfaction equilibrium and tax efficiency goes up. This is brilliant. And next we will unpress casus belli. Prevent annexation against Denmark. Let's check this out. No casus belli and war. Take the capital Zealand. Impact of prevent annexation casus belli. Conquer cost for taker. War goal is to take the enemy capital province. You will receive a ticking war score from occupying all the province where the enemy has its capital. This would be here. How powerful are they? And where can I see it? Ah. Got 8,210. We have like 4,000, I mean, plus Sweden and stuff, plus Norway. But that's nowhere near good enough. Gems from the Cologne market are not working anymore. Stop it. Let's get books from Prague. Oh no. Okay, it disappeared again, luckily. Oh no, here it is again. Build disease-resisting buildings. And where is this bloody disease? So many people died. Food production went up, that's good. If we researched everything here, nomadic capacity. Yeah, and this one, institution growth, let's go for that. And after that, cost of court goes down, that's good. This is going to take quite a while to get there. Maritime trade advantage is something we also need, I think. Affected location is currently 0. What are they constructing here? A bridge? Fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Irrigation in Stockholm also very good. Oh, look at that, we've got quite some coin. Going to spend it on repaying some debt. Yeah, we also pay back the remaining interest. And we're going to pay back this one as well. Acceptance of all is the road to progress. Tolerance may make us rich. We gain development. Good. Now, what's our current interest that we're paying? Went down to 1.2. We nearly halved it. And it would be great to get a cabinet member here for control. 17.49. Let's get him. Increasing control in upland. Yeah, it can still be increased. Intervene in rival war? No. I don't want to go to war. I want to prosper first. Ooh, lovely. They are building a carpenter's guild. Well done, my dear estates. If no research classic scholasticism. I think we'll be able to pay back one more. Well, we might be able to repay one more loan, actually. It's tight. Coming of age. Helga. She's very capable. Grant cabinet right. Marry a noble. Let's arrange a royal marriage. Nothing available. Okay. Unmarried children. Yeah, but there's nothing available. We need to check once in a while. Would be cool to get enough notification if something becomes available. Look at our coin. We can repay an international loan here. Robbers' parents. The Borgestranded are concerned with the great influence of the Adelstandard in our state. They claim that many lower members of the Adelstandard are disregarding the peace and laws of the land, using their positions of power and the lands that they hold to impose unreasonable tolls and taxes for passing traders. Some are even said to attack and waylay merchants, robbing and or extorting them. Representatives of the Swedish Borgerstrand now claim that the economic development of our country is held back by these excesses. The Adelstandard, on the other hand, argue that they are simply charging reasonable fees. Huh. Who pays more taxes is the question, actually. The Borgerstade. So let's take the side of the burgers. Did anyone survive? We lost 312. Excuse me. 1,000 people. We have repaid our loan, okay? Yes, our chancellor died. She was our ruler's mother. No, our chancellor reports. Choking death, unfortunately. Riksdag is possible. Still in Stockholm. Sponsor noble arts is possible. Post army exercises would reduce army tradition decay. That's also good. Let's go for this. There's a good chance it gets passed. Okay, in these times of rapid change, our traditional ways have led to a revival of the agrarian community. While perhaps not as productive as bustling centers, they provide a level of sustainability and societal cohesion that cannot be otherwise gained without a great deal of time and effort. Perhaps we ought to encourage this revival to further reap the benefits of our traditionalist economies. Strive towards urbanization instead. Encourage the revival. We're anyway going towards it, so let's go for it. We also gain bountiful harvest. Look at our coin all of a sudden, it's exploding. Not sure how this is happening. Is this a bug? I would have to watch the replay because we should get the coin, at the end. Oh no, actually all the loans were extended automatically, I think. Okay, let's repay the loan here. So we get rid of it. Then the others we will repay when they are due. And we just pay some of the interest now. What is it? R is resources, Control T is, yeah. I want to see the roads. There's like a map for roads, I think, this one. Maritime dominance. We lose support in Reichstag. That's not good. So, your red shows us roads. Interesting. It doesn't help us that much that we have a road here. And if we were to go in Stockholm, and then Go to the road builder. Okay, we've passed it. Good. 101. There's already gravel road. So we could go to here, 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 and here. This would cost us 377. Holy crap. Now if we were to select this, build the road up here, it's 103. The road from here to here is 108. 321. Yeah, we can't afford that. At least not yet. Let's build another peasant building here. Should be very profitable and give us trade. And then next we are going to build here. Forest village, what is that? Possible laborers, soldiers. Local peasant power. This gives food capacity, trade advantage, and trade capacity. This only gives local food production. Forest and the wildlands are not as inhospitable as one might think, for the lands are plentiful in animals that can be hunted both for their meat and their hides. As such, people are usually eager to settle near any forest with abundant animal life they can exploit. So we would get sand, tar, and wild game equal leather, I guess. Some trade ain't working, the books are not working. Let's try again. It's a lot of books. No, the book trades are not working. Can we get the gems though? We can almost build the forest village, the market village, sorry. We've now researched exotic diplomatic gifts. Nice. They could also get the peasant treatment. I wonder where all these 3,000 are working. There's only 1,000 working here. Where are they working? Political crises occur from time to time in our kingdom. They often involve a conflict between King Magnus the False and the Reichstag among the Adel standard. unrest among the adult standard or conflicts of interest between the adult standard, burger standard, and predator standard. One such crisis has recently cast a doubt on our governing institutions. Political crisis or reputation is not everything. Yeah, let's reduce our prestige a little. No. What does the efficiency of our cabinet is reduced? Yeah, well, but 25%, but yeah, it's okay. Don't want to lose even more prestige. We hardly have any. Let's build the market village. So we're now building 2 market villages. Stabilized country gives us 0.07. That's actually noticeable. Tribesman to peasant, that's also interesting. And the guys that are unhappy here, are they? Where are the semi-patriots rising? They're actually rising outside. No, that's actually inside my territory. But no one is living there, apparently. Prince Sigurd has reached the age of 16, and he's our ruler's son and heir. And he is okay with regards to stats. He's also the heir to Iceland and Greenland. Unmarried adult heir. There are no countries possible to select. Lots of negatives here. I can't sort by likelihood. Lots of negative points here. Yeah, well. It's really bad. We could marry a noble or lowborn. Let's marry a noble. There's one. She's too old. Could she marry a noble? Like this dude. Or this dude is not too bad. His age also is quite decent. Marriage with a noble is a beneficial way for our country to ensure succession without foreign influence. Let's do it. Join Foreign Order of Chivalry. That's cool. Appoint as cabinet advisor. Cancel. We still need quite a few more workers. Market Village. There we go. Let's try again to get some books. Concert of the People. We do have the coin, let's do it. Here we can get books from Novgorod. And pearls. Let's check the... We have a market. They don't have one yet. It's only 80, but still not too bad. Let's give them a market village. Yeah, it's not good. And getting books seems to be very problematic. Maybe from Cologne. Accept their rightful claims or ignore their demands. Let's ignore their demands. They don't like that. They want it a bit too much. As the spell is running out. I mean, I'm playing on Iron Man and I'm pretty sure we would lose this. And it would just be the two of us. And here it says we are slightly weaker than them, and here we are weaker than them. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I won't be attacking them. I'm not prepared enough. Let's check what we could build in Stockholm. This needs 100 people. Crown power is increased by plus 10%. Okay, that's interesting. Pinnacle of the state, the royal court is the center of monarch's power and splendor. The royal garden gives prestige and diplomats. I think we need to save for the royal court. Unless we have to pay back debt in the meantime, I think we might be good. Okay, let's fasten things. Everything runs really smoothly. Also, my Iceland game where I was like 1400 or so, it runs very smoothly. And I did not have a single crash yet. So that's great. Late feudal relations, advanced research. Okay, that's good. They like us more. Market village will be ready soon. Apparently there was a lack of building material. Books from Cologne to Stockholm. Well, it's working actually. Now we can get something else. Gems from Krakow maybe. Unhappiness among the merchants. Get rid of the troublemakers. Okay, now they hate us. They just about hate us. How could I improve prestige? I mean, here we can pay for stability, actually. Let's pay a little bit for stability. It might be helpful. He could maybe rebel crackdown. Yeah, let's crack them down. Parallel authority. The Bokas Standard are not the sole authority within their city system. Protestant also have a strong presence in most big cities. With whom do we want to side? Yeah, with the Bogas tenant. They would actually go up again. Rebel crackdown. Adios, missing employees. Still a lot of employees are just missing. Is our population going up or down? I think we might have enough coin for the palace. For the royal court, no. We cannot afford hundreds. Okay, we just about have enough. It seems as if Bundesländer are moving out of the hinterlands to Nörrköping and okay. And that goes towards centralization. We have to accept this then. We're cracking them down, that's good. Salted overlordship, nice. I can't wait to play tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow, 6 p.m. Central European time, I think. The game will be available for everyone, and you can actually start preloading today. There was like a Steam news, I think. So you could theoretically start downloading. It's, I think when I downloaded it was 95 gigabyte. So not too small. Depending on your internet connection, it might be worthwhile preloading. And because you've apparently pre-ordered, you also get the soundtrack, which is cool. It's 204 tracks in the soundtrack. And here I'm still learning the game. I'm about 11-12 hours into the game in total. Okay, let's repay the loans actually. I want to get rid of the loans. We wait with the palace a little bit. I don't want any more loans. We're finally recovering here. Still one more debt. 3 months. Yeah, so tomorrow is the day. I think there will be lots of bugs being discovered, but I haven't seen many bugs. No, I said I'd buy it when it came out. I thought it would be smaller for some reason. Yeah, I think it's when I downloaded it, it was 95. I think it will be the same because I'm playing on version 1.0. There was a small update today, I think because of the preload maybe. I started playing a little bit Friday evening, and but if you buy it when it comes out, then you pay, I think, €59.99. And if you pre-order it now, you also pay €59.99, but get the free soundtrack. And you can still, within those 2 hours, I think you can still refund it if you don't like it. So I suggest to buy it now, basically, for the free, well, kind of free um, um, music DLC or soundtrack, because unless there's like a 10%, or sometimes publishers do like a 10% release discount, but I don't know if they are going to do it. Huitos always does like a release discount, but I think Paradox, I'm not sure, with Europa Universalis 5. Yeah, 95 is quite substantial. I can actually check real quick. Properties.